Barcelona 2, Man United 2. And yeah, there you have it. Do you know what? That was a good game of football. You know, as a neutral, you got to admit that was a good game of football. And sometimes all you need is a good game of football. We didn't win. United didn't win. And you can argue we should have won. But I enjoyed that game. The first half, you know, it was like bubbling and simmering. And then the second half, it was like, okay, boom, bang, goal, goal, goal. It was just like a flipping end-to-end, chance after chance, throwback Barcelona Man United game. Rashford, the kid is on fire. Someone lit a torch up his batty. I don't understand why. This kid is just like, this season, and that's the thing, this season he's just scoring goals and he looks like he's enjoying his football, and that's all you want. So we're going to talk about Rashford today. We're going to talk about Casemiro being back and what that means, the stability in midfield. Casemiro brings so much wisdom and knowledge and know-how. Like I said, he's the guy who stamps out the smoke before there is even a fire. That is Casemiro. We're going to talk about that today. Weghorst, once again playing the number 10 role, and I did say in my previous video that I like Weghorst dropping deep, playing at number 10, because he can hold the ball up better than Bruno can. He can. End of story. That's the fact. And sometimes that's what you need. You need that relief of stress. Bruno, he loses the ball too much. He loses the ball too much, and he can't play with his back to goal. You can't do it. So Weghorst playing that number 10 role. It was a good move. Good move. Sancho coming back into the team. Decent game from Sancho. Fred and Casemiro midfield. We're going to talk about the game today. There's so much to get into. If you're not into, but before we talk about the game, as usual, guys, smash the like, turn on the notifications, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do the damn thing. Do the damn thing. Do the damn thing. Hey, check it. So let's talk about the starting lineup first. Okay, so the starting lineup, I got no problems. I had no problems with the starting lineup. I'm noticing that he's choosing Luke Shaw over Martinez. Is Martinez injured? I don't know, because he's done it a few times. Even when Martinez has been fit, he's still chosen Luke Shaw sometimes. And I'm seeing that's a good nod. That's a big nod to Luke Shaw, to be fair. And I think left centre-back suits Luke Shaw. Because Luke Shaw, my problem with Luke Shaw has always been his effort. He's got the technical ability, but he just doesn't always want to burst forward, doesn't always want to, you know, do the overlapping run. Sometimes when I see him play left centre-back, I think he does it well. He plays well. He plays it well. So I'm cool with the back four. Malacia, Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the right back. The midfield, I'm glad Casemiro is back, as you know. And we don't even need to talk about it. We know what Casemiro brings. And if you don't understand what Casemiro brings by now, I don't think you understand football. But Casemiro is back in the base of midfield, playing with Fred. We know that combination worked. He's worked with Man United. It works with Brazil. And it worked today. The Sabitzer and Fred combination, and I've spoken about this in my previous video, just does not work. Just does not work at all. If it is to work, because it can work. But if it is to work, I think they need to know their roles. Somebody needs to sit and somebody needs to go. Because both Sabitzer and Fred, neither of them are natural DMs. Neither of them are guys who stamp out smokes before they turn into fires. These guys are the ones who react when the fire turns up with, these guys are the firemen who come to, deal with the fire. Casemiro is the guy who flipping notices there's smoke and deals with the smoke before it turns into fire. And so they're different types of footballers. That doesn't work, but Casemiro coming back, really good news. Bruno was moved to the right, which is, like I said, the interesting thing. The more interesting thing is that Bruno was moved to the right. So technically Weghorst, you can say Weghorst is playing the second striker, but essentially the number 10 role. And I think he played that role really well. He ran his socks off today, but we're going to get into that. And Sancho on the left, Rashford up front. And that was I think that was a good move as we we know it was a good move because we saw what happened today. Barcelona playing with that high line, played into Rashford's hands, and we're going to talk about that as well today. So yeah, the lineup, I got no problems with the lineup. It was a good lineup. And for me, I thought to myself, you know what? The first few minutes is a really good test because sometimes when Man United play Barcelona team, we crumble, we act scared. All our confidence just gets sucked out of us. The nice football that we play in the Premier League, we can't translate it against Barcelona because they press us too hard or they press us too much and we just lose all our confidence and our composure. We lose all our composure and we start hoofing the ball. We don't start we stop passing it. We stop making passing lanes. We stop, doing triangles and all those sort of things and we just start playing Stoke football. That didn't happen today. But we've seen it happen in other United teams in the past. I'm old enough to know, but that didn't happen today because we just kept playing football. It didn't matter. We just kept playing football. We weren't scared. I think that's the main thing. The first 5-6 minutes, I noticed that United weren't scared as they often have been in the past against teams like Barcelona. Maybe this Barcelona team is not that great. You can argue. That's a different discussion for a different day. But we weren't scared of Barcelona today. And that was a good sign. A very good sign. However, Barcelona are not scared of us. Within the first 6 minutes, Lewandowski had a left foot shot. They started bubbling. And after 6, 7, 8 minutes, 15 minutes, Barcelona started getting into the game and their midfield started doing their triangles and their midfield started passing it and moving it. And that's when the game started. But the first few chances, I'm just going to mention the first few chances quickly, actually came to United. I think around the 27th minute, Weghorst, and to be honest, this Weghorst chance around the 27th minute, he should have scored this. He should have scored. He was put through and on his left foot, he shot and the keeper saved it. But he has to score, Weghorst. And I think throughout this whole game, I believe United probably had the better chances. They had the better chances today. And that's why I think even though the game ended in a draw, and if you'd asked me before the game, would I accept that? Of course I would. Come on. But now after watching the game, United could have won that game. They could have. But yeah, that was a chance that Weghorst really has to score. Rashford also had a right foot shot, but he couldn't get the power into it. Police. Hey. I'm only making a video. But the high line. It's a high line. I was watching the game and I was thinking, Barcelona are persistent with this high line and we have threatened them throughout the whole of the first half. I thought to myself they were going to pressure us. We weren't going to have much of the ball. But no, this United team was confident. We were passing the ball. When we had it, we weren't just, sometimes, of course, we lost the ball needlessly. And Fred would frustrate me or Bruno would frustrate me. But we were playing away from home at a hostile ground. And in the first 40 minutes of the first half, United just looked confident. When we had the ball, United looked more threatening than Barcelona often did. And that is just a testament of how far, maybe you could say how far Barcelona have fallen, or maybe you can say it's a testament to see how much or how far Man United have grown, or a bit of both, how much of both, whatever, But yeah, it was this first half. It was almost as if the two teams were poking holes at each other without landing big blows. That's what the first half felt like to me. Anyway, but Varane in the first half wasn't having the best of halves, I don't think. He was just losing the ball a lot. But it was an interesting first half, but not exciting. However, the second half, floodgates, that's when all the goals were scored in the second half. The two teams came out and they came to entertain us, and that's what happened. Sometimes, you want to see a good game of football, and like I said, we got given a good game of football. Second half started within the first couple of minutes. Sancho had this chance, and let's talk about Sancho. Sancho had a decent game today. He did what was necessary of him today. When he had the ball, and this is important, he held the ball up. He held onto the ball. And sometimes we forget how important that is. He's a winger who can hold on to the ball. He put Rashford through a few times. He had some nice touches. He played okay today. He was decent today. He trapped back. But that chance he had early on in the first half, he should have scored. He should have once again, or okay, if perhaps I'm being harsh, at least hit the target. At least hit the target, Jaden. Come on. You know? But I'm not gonna go hard on Jaden because the team worked hard today. I can't say Jaden had a bad game because he had a decent game. Everyone worked hard today. But he should have scored. He should have scored that chance. And straight after, that's the thing, straight after he missed, Marcus Alonso scores the corner. And it's interesting that the commentator said a few times, Sancho missed and Alonso goes on to score. Listen, Alonso didn't score because Sancho missed. Yeah. Sancho missed and Alonso scored. Both just happened. Sometimes your brain just tries to make you blame, or the commentators want to blame Sancho for Alonso scoring. Sancho didn't make Alonso score. It's not Sancho's fault Alonso scored. That's basically what I'm saying. But Sancho should have scored. He still should have scored. But yeah, I mean, Alonso's goal was annoying. I mean, him sneaking in the back post there, it was just, what can you say? Was it Fred? Was it Malacia? One of them, two of them. Either way, Fred and Malacia, they're both 4 foot. And Alonso is, 6'5"? Alonso's a tall guy. I mean, he's not that tall, obviously. But Fred, and either way, he's probably... either way, even if they both followed him and they both jumped with him, he's going to out-jump them. So, I don't know. Whatever. But, yeah, that was the first goal. But straight away, and this is one thing I'm seeing with this United team. This United team is actually very strong mentally, and I've spoken about this in my previous videos about the defense and what I saw early in the season with Martinez and Varane, and how they would celebrate when they would, have a clean sheet and high five each other intensely when they flipping would block a shot. And I saw a sort of camaraderie and a team ethic and a drive, I guess, a fire that I hadn't seen in other United sides. And it's there. And Ten Hag's done something. Ten Hag's built something. He's built a team. I think the team looks more together than it's ever been. And I guess what I'm trying to say, I think it translates on the pitch, because this United side, when we concede, we don't tend to drop our heads. We just tend to just carry on. And I think it's also the wisdom also and the experience that's now in the team with the likes of Casemiro and Rashford getting older and getting more experience now and having better technical footballers and also being coached. But either way, the fact that after just 2 minutes, we scored. We scored, and it's, United should have scored more goals. Like I said, United had chances in the first half. So equalising straight away, United deserved to equalise. It was a good goal. You could argue, should the goalkeeper had let Rashford's shot go in at the near post? You could argue not, maybe no. But, you can't. Rashford's on fire. Rashford's on fire right now. And the thing about Rashford, let's talk about Rashford very quickly, is that he's scoring different types of goals now. I'm a very big critic. I've been a very big critic of Rashford, and he should be. And the reason why he should be is because when someone's playing bad, say they play bad. When someone's playing well, say they play well. When something tastes good, say it tastes good. When something tastes bad, say it tastes bad. That's all you can do. Don't lie. So when Rashford has been playing badly for 2 years straight, and I'm not saying he was playing any worse than anyone else, because United as a football team have not been in the right place. Let's just say that, right? No one's really shone over the last few years. So he hasn't been playing well. He hasn't been on good form. So I have been critical of Rashford, but this season, this kid is scoring goals, and what's impressing me is the type of goals he's scoring. He's scoring headers. So one thing I would criticize the kid on is his football fundamentals. I used to say that he's got good skills. He's got hard shot, knuckleball. He can, get past a man. He's got good pace. He's got good shot, but he lacks some football fundamentals. He can't play with his back to goal, which is kind of still the case now. And I questioned his footballing IQ mostly, his decision making. He used to always run into the channels and, well, not into channels. He used to cut in all the time and run into the dead end. And like he didn't know what he's doing. But Rashford is a more instinctive footballer. When Rashford's feeling good and when Rashford's on form, it's good. But when he's not, it's stinky. It's stinky. So let's hope that this is not just form. Let's hope that let's not hope, because it's not just form. Because he has factually improved his heading. You can't say he has not improved his heading, because factually, this guy was closing his eyes when he was heading the ball about 3 years ago. And now he's doing looping headers and diving headers and stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. Good Rashford. And he's shooting near post shots. So yeah. The kid is getting better. Do you know what? He's been coached, guys. He's been coached. And that's what happens. So yeah, 1-1, and then United scored again. Corner from United, Rashford crossed it to Bruno. Well, after doing a bit of skill, he dropped a shoulder, crossed it to Bruno, who touched it, and I think it was Koundé's own goal. 2-1 up. And do you know what? After going 2-1 up, I thought to myself, do you know what? United could go on and get the third. And the way the game started to unfold the next sort of 10, 15 minutes, I didn't feel like Barcelona were going to score at all. And their goal came from a mistake. The funny thing is, the commentator was praising Casemiro at the literally a minute before. And I was thinking to myself that Casemiro's had a really good game. I was thinking Fred, after, in my opinion, had a shit first half, but an amazing second half. And yeah, Casemiro had a good game today, but I think it was either him or Varane. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But I think Casemiro gave the ball away to Rafinha, I believe, who scored Barcelona's second goal. When after that, Rafinha had a chance to loop in header, that De Gea saved. So, and yeah, I think the game sort of fizzled out. There weren't many opportunities to score really, or any big chances after that. But the game was exciting. It was end to end. Both teams wanted to score. The winner, we bought Garnacho on. Rafinha was so angry when he came off, but yeah, we bought Garnacho on, and I guess we just couldn't get the winner. And I think we wanted the winner. I think United, in my opinion, deserved to win the game. De Gea had made a good save later on as well. But all in all, I think United will be happy. I'm happy with the draw, because before any ball was kicked, I thought we could lose. Based on the way we have been playing, our midfield have not been playing well over the last 2 or 3 games without Casemiro. But when I saw Casemiro on a team sheet and the way that we started, I thought, okay, cool, we could do something here. But all in all, I think going back to Old Trafford next week, we just need to win the game. Just win the game. That's it. And based on what I've seen, United can win the game. However, Barcelona can play better. I don't think Barcelona played that well, and I think they can also play better. So it's not going to be an easy game. They're going to score again. They're going to score at Old Trafford. I think they will. But it will be another. I think it will be another exciting game. It can't be, Both teams love to attack. So yeah, it was a good game. That was the main thing. Even though we didn't win, it was away from home. Look where it was, a draw against Barcelona at their backyard. Come on. So yeah, there you have it, guys. Like I said, I didn't like Fred's performance in the first half. He gave the ball away too much. And also he conceded a bit too many fouls in the first half for me, needlessly. Second half he improved. He got better. He fed Rashford through. And his energy throughout the whole match anyway is just really, really infectious to the team. Casemiro, for me, Casemiro is probably my man of the match today. Yes, I would give it to Casemiro. He is my man of the match. Big Cassie. I just think he was just everywhere, snuffing out the danger. Good performance today, Casemiro. Good performance today, Manchester United. Let's wait until the return leg. And yeah, I think United are going to do it. I think United are going to win the Carabao Cup. I think United are going to beat Barcelona next week. I think Arsenal are going to... Okay, I'm going to say something crazy. I think Arsenal could finish third. I think if they're not careful, because I don't know the mental, the skill of these guys. If they're not careful, both us and Man City could surpass them. I'm not saying it will happen, but I don't know. Let's just watch. Let's wait and see, because Arsenal are looking smelly right now. They're looking kind of smelly. We'll see. Anyway, guys, we'll see. We will see. Thank you guys. Smash the like, turn on the notifications, subscribe, share the video. Good game of football. Above all else, it was a good game of football. I'm tired today, guys. So tired. I've been slurring my words. Maybe not being the most coherent. I'm a very tired guy today, but I thought I'm going to do this video anyway. But yeah, good game. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. If you're not